Hello, hello, hello. And thank you for joining me for another Nene moment. Okay, well, today, what I would like to talk about is the butterfly effect. Okay, it's making a little change now for a bigger positive change in the future. Okay, the reason why I would like to talk about that is because, you know, I enjoy working out. Ever since I had started putting working out in my thing, I enjoy working out. It's like helps me just clear my mind. It seemed like it helps focus me. And so ever since like the last couple of weeks, I haven't really been doing it. I probably have done it like once a week. And so yesterday when I had went, I was on the elliptical and I looked out the window and this woman whip into a parking spot, get out the car, and go over to a car. It was on the other side, so I couldn't see what she was doing. But she did something to his car. Then when she was walking back, hit his side mirror. And then I seen him run outside. Just all this drama. Okay. And they were older, And so I was just looking like, wow. When do we stop and when do we say, you know what, if I have to embarrass myself or do something that will potentially put me in a situation to where I can end up in jail or have to come out my money for something? Nah, I don't want to do that. I only like to spend money on things I like to spend my money on. But when I seen that, it reminded me of when, I would attach to someone and despite of what they are doing, I'll fuss, yell, and complain, but I just remained instead of actually doing something about it. And then I felt like a fool so many times to where then I'll lash out to where I'm not worrying about how I'm looking in public, trying to, the only car window I busted was my own car window. I'm going to tell you the story. I co-signed for a car from my children's father, okay? My son was about 13, 14. He wanted my son to come live with him. I was fine with it. I let him go over there for about a week. Then when the weekend came, my son came and spent the night. And when he came to get him, my son didn't want to go. So he don't got to go, you know. And yeah, I was a drama queen. Something so small I make so big. And just because he would not raise down the window and talk to me, a car I co-signed on, you won't raise down the window and talk to me, and I'm asking you a question about why can't my son stay? You know what I'm saying? And so I just had a whole Nene moment, and I busted out the window. I hit my bat. I used my bat and busted out the window. Well, not busted out. I just shattered the window because it didn't bust all the way out. But I shattered the front window, and then he said, "I'm calling the police." I'm like, "I don't care. It's my car." So that was me being just having a moment like the woman did at the YMCA. You know what I'm saying? But when do we get to a point to where we just stop? And that's the whole point of my message. I shared that with you because I don't want you to just think that I'm just on here just saying, well, why come this and why come that? Oh, no, Nene used to be that woman. I didn't damage nobody else's stuff. Well, okay. Now, look. Y'all about to have me open up a whole can of worms. The only thing I think I destructed was, okay, my car. It was my car. And then I kicked in my children's father apartment windows. He made me feel like he was disrespecting me. Don't make me feel like no clown and I won't have to clown. That's how I was when I was in my 20s. I was young and I just didn't care. And so now that I'm 40, and this started when I was in my 30s. Once I left my ex-husband and I was sitting in jail, like, how was my kids going to get on the bus in the morning? Come on now. That's when you got to wake up and say, do I care about him more than I care about myself? Is he my God or is God my God? Because God is love. He is peace. He ain't fear. He ain't none of that. None of that. So I shouldn't have to be trying to bust out your windows. I shouldn't have to be riding around trying to look for you. None of that. If you love me, like one of my previous videos said, her man. I ain't going to have to do none of that because my man is going to tag me up everywhere that he go. Like I said, in his mouth. All he got eyes for is me. You know, nothing can tempt him because all he have eyes for is me. So if I got to act out of character and be anything more than my Care Bear self, don't entertain it. Don't entertain it. And yes, it took me until I was 34. 34. 34. Had my last little while out. And after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So I share my story and things with you all just to let you know, just try to apply the butterfly effect. You know, if we're going to be fun with it, let's apply the butterfly effect. Make small changes today to accomplish something bigger tomorrow. I had to take myself back and stop looking for me in whoever I chose to attach to. Once I chose to see me, I started making steps to regain me and walking away from that relationship that was unhealthy. Once I got out of that relationship that was unhealthy, then I took steps to realize that I need to do some soul searching, because why am I keep on attaching to people who hurt me? And I was thinking that they was hurting me, but at the same time, now that I reflect and now that I talk to people, now that I can have a relationship and I'm not a victim no more, I realized that I could not receive what I so desired, and that was love. And so I want you to make small steps today to accomplish your ultimate goal. No, it may not feel good because you don't know if this person is going to stay or if this person is going to, be everything that you want and more. So you feel like you have to, subject yourself to unnecessary hurt and pain, and that's not the case. Don't push someone out of your life that's willing to love you, and don't attach to someone that's not willing to love you. Take steps to start regaining you. Okay? So I love y'all and I thank y'all. And this is just the butterfly effect. I'm sorry for my tongue tied. Did y'all know that when I was younger, I had a speech delay? And I had a speech therapist until I was in the 5th grade. So, yes, I just wanted to share that with you all. So this talkative name, back in the day, was not so talkative. Yeah, I was talkative, but I heard that when I was younger, my sister that's right above me used to translate for me because she was the only person who could understand me. So, just a little tidbit about Nay, but just please take small steps today. The butterfly effect. Small step today to accomplish something bigger tomorrow. Regain you at all costs to where you can't say the outside did something to you. Just know that you are always in control of you. So, I love you and I thank you for joining me for another Nene moment. If this video helped you in any type of way, please like, subscribe, and share.